You start with a smile. Ooh, we're here with First Lady Neil. If you haven't heard of her, you will very soon. She is a singer, songwriter, producer. So, of course, we'll start with the reasons why she's here. She's put together some music lately. They all seem to have a common theme. And question is, what made you decide to put this collection of songs together?
In particular?
Yes.
A lot of things. It's just the common things that happen between couples, relationships, things that people go through. Heartbreaks, betrayal, happy moments, sad moments. So it's just a little piece of everything piled up into a couple songs.
So what are the names of these songs? There are 4 in particular that I'm speaking of. And if you could give us a little idea of why these 4 songs came to be.
Well, Decídete was written based on a story of a man who's already in a relationship, but dealing with someone else, so the girl's telling him to decide who you want to be with, me or her. Then the second song is Here I Come, which is a story of another couple that she's had time to think about all the messed up things that he did to her, like cheating on her, texting other women, things like that. So she's had enough, and she just decides to go out and look for him and teach him a lesson. Then the other song, which is called La Diferencia. This is a story of a wife that's talking to the lover because the lover keeps harassing her. And so La Diferencia is basically, I'm going to describe to you the difference between me and the difference between you. What my role is and what your role is, type song. Then Al Final. Al Final is basically the final result of how this story ends. So you know what I'm saying, you ended up with her, you left the happy home to go be with someone else, but yet in the end you lost the happy home, you lost the kids, the dog, the mailman, everybody, you know what I'm saying. And then this chick who you sacrificed everything for is the one that basically destroys you. So karma, it's more of a karma payback. Like basically the last song is more, adding everything together, and this is your karma. This is what's going to happen to you because of what you did here. So that's Al Final, in the end.
So these groupings of songs is this going to be like an EP? Or are there going to be more songs to it? It's going to be a full CD?
You just have to listen to find out. I mean, I'm not done. It's not going to end here. So you just have to stay tuned to find out.
Now, you did the writing and production on all of these songs?
Yes.
And how long have you been doing your own writing and production?
I mean, writing the music, the lyrics, everything, I've been doing that by myself a long time. Since I was 17, I think that was the first time that I decided to start writing music, you know what I'm saying, and start recording it in a studio. And ever since then, everything that I've ever written or everything that I've ever sang, it's been all up here. It's usually the beat that tells me what to write. So I listen to the beat tells me write this to it. And then it got to the point that, because either of lack of funds or my friends that have studios not having the time or what have you, I just got desperate because I needed music, and not being able to because somebody else's schedule was kind of like putting a burden on me. So I just had to find a way. Thanks to my daughter, Jade Omari, she showed me another way that I could do it on my own. And because I've been to so many studios, me watching how the other, producers did it, it wasn't rocket science. So I remembered everything that I watched them do. And I started doing the same thing. I had certain sounds in my head that I wanted to portray onto the track. So when I would start, recording something step by step, I was like, I want this to sound like this, I want that to sound like that. And then I started doing the sound effects and all that stuff. I still haven't figured out the T-Pain effect, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a work in progress. But I think that since I started doing my own, not to criticize the work that I've done with any producer before me, but it's just I know what I want. So by me doing it myself, kind of thing, is just like this is what I want. This is what I want it to sound like.
So it seems like timing is everything. So I guess everything kind of just is now starting to fall into place.
Everything happens for a reason. I believe that deeply. Yeah, I believe that now I do that things happen for a reason, and that there's a time and a place for everything. And maybe it wasn't my time to have it when I wanted it, but eventually my time will come type, mentality when you're looking at things that have to do with your music, your career, your business, your love life, everything has the perfect timing.
Now, you sing in both English and Spanish?
Claro.
Ah. So does that all? So do you also sing different genres of music as well? Then.
To me, music is music. I'm genreless. I have no particular sound that I favor. I have no particular style that I favor. It's just whatever comes. You know what I'm saying? I just flow with it. It could be reggaeton, it could be merengue, it could be salsa, bachata, it could be, hip hop, R&B, anything. Music to me is music. And that's how I just look at it. So there is no, like when people ask me that, oh, what type of artist are you? I'm like, I'm just an artist. No, but you have to be a specific type of artist. You're an R&B, and I'm just an artist. I do everything. So I can't restrict myself by telling myself I'm just an artist. Like this is the type of art. I'm an artist in all sense of the word, because I don't only just do singing. I paint. I write. It's a lot more to art than just labeling yourself. So I can't. I have no genre. I'm just me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you have heard and seen, the genreless singer,
Yes.
writer, producer, and because she's independent, running her own business because she is the business. Mm-hmm. This has been First Lady Neil, and expect to see a whole lot more.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in.
Indeed. Stay tuned. More to come.
And on the male side, you see how sexy she is.
Gracias.
And we're out.
Adios.